Scope of the project was to expand beyond our data center. Our first building was specifically set up as a data center with the IT staff. But over time, the IT staff grew, the data center itself grew, Henry Ford Health System grew. We knew we had to go into new spaces and start to use the space more effectively rather than having all these walls, all these barriers in place.
I expected a space with a light and airy modern feel. My expectations were met and haven't changed a bit. We were delivered exactly what we were promised, an amazing new open concept space.
Our previous space was drab, even dark. And this space is light, it's bright, it's elegant, it's lovely.
Yeah, I think we've become much more efficient in our workspace as it's opened up. It's easier to communicate, it's much easier to see when people are available versus busy. You don't have to wait for meetings to get together, so I think we collaborate much better with the open air.
Well, I think it's been a real positive. I can cite an example. One night we had a pretty difficult problem that was going on. It really, I think, had people intensely stressful about it. So we were scattered about in the building. We had a person in their office, which of course has a glass front. We had a conference room that happened to be right next door, well positioned, also had a glass front. And we had people out on the floor working feverishly in front of their computers in slightly different areas. So what we ended up having to do was that, although some of us were in the office, we could see the people that were out there working. So if we needed to talk to somebody immediately, we could see that they were here. We could motion to them without shouting. So I was really pleased about that, and it showed it in action. It isn't just aesthetics, there's actually productivity gains to be made.
The open desk space makes it easy for a work group to interact with each other almost as though we're in the same pod and see if they're at their desk and available for collaborative work.
What do I like most about our new space? I have to say my favorite part is our soft conference areas. Our conference rooms are always booked around here, and having a way to meet with people without thinking, planning in advance for a room really makes it much easier to meet with people and get my job done.
What I like most about the new space is the light, open environment. The old space was like a cave. It was dark and drab, and this is so different. I sit by a bank of windows. It's beautiful.
I was going through a similar transformation. I would recommend that people communicate right from the very beginning. From the initial plan, let everybody know what's going to happen. Talk to them often, reassure them, make everybody comfortable about moving. It helped in the long run. Everybody thought that they knew everything that was coming when it happened. Another thing I could recommend is just enjoy it. Have a good time with the move, make people happy. Reach out to them after, make sure that they're comfortable.